Mike, this week, I mean, it's the year of Trump so far, and soon to be the decade of Trump, I'm sure. How's it going for you?
Doing well. Definitely a crazy week. Interestingly, I did not trade as much as I thought I would. I did pretty well in a few accounts, mostly prop firm accounts. But it's been so volatile. It's actually been kind of a market that I've wanted to step away from a little bit. I mean, we hit some of the most volatile days ever in at least my trading history. And I've been at this for over 14 years now. And that was an insane week for anybody who's actively in markets. I'm sure you've seen some stuff, this week that you've never seen before. Certainly that bull candle is the biggest recovery I've ever seen in terms of overall percentage returns. I ended up calculating it out as a 7 sigma event, which is just incredibly rare to see happen.
Okay, so we have to, from now on, I'm going to be referring to Trump as 7 Sigma Trump, because he seems to be able to bring that to the markets.
For sure.
I had a different effect. I had the best trading I've ever done. I mean, not ever, but as far as successful trades are concerned. Peter
Okay.
can attest to this. My brother can attest to this. I was just nailing every single move because the moves are wide enough that I could call where things are going to go. The reason I laugh is that the reason I was able to call all this stuff is all the things you've told me over the last year. I used all that information. I was able to trade it perfectly, and I just felt so relieved that I didn't like blow out 3 accounts and 2 prop firms, trying to chase all the volatility. I was able to do it.
Right.
So I'm actually happy Trump. I'm actually happy Trump.
I mean, in generally, we wait for volatility, right? We want to see the VIX above 20 before we start getting interested. But when the VIX skyrockets to over 50 in less than a couple of days, that's pretty scary. I'm surprised you was it mostly in crypto that you managed that, or was it all in
Oh,
stocks?
only crypto.
Only crypto. Okay.
Yeah, that for some reason follows technical analysis exactly. There was some I could have done a little bit in the SPY, but I find if I'm just if I'm thinking about 2 different assets, forget it. I let one bleed into the other, and I can't really think about it. Um, yeah, so I'm not big on that.
Well, I guess that was kind of the interesting thing is that crypto didn't really seem to respond as violently as the stock market did. Is that at least
That's right.
that was my take on the whole thing. The sell-off was correlated for sure, but it seemed like crypto had less of a volatile sell-off than I expected, and it really kind of specifically Bitcoin only came back to that support zone that we were anticipating, which was at the $74,000 level. We've been talking about that for a while.
Oh, that's right. And so the fact that it didn't actually break below the 72 to 75 level
Right.
to me was super bullish.
Yeah.
I mean, in fact, when it hit the candle 74.6, and I missed my entry, my perfect entry by $600, actually by $400, I was very upset. I got in a little bit later on, and I'm up right now, but whatever, it would have been perfect.
Mhm.
I mean, everybody and their mother was messaging me going, the cycle's over, and Bitcoin is dead. And because if the cycle's over here for Bitcoin, the idea is that not only is the cycle dead, but it was so truncated that that's the end of all cycles for Bitcoin. I mean, I don't know if people were coming at you with the same thing, but people were just like, the sky is falling. And I was just holding my line. I go, old Tom, loser Tom, the Tom who just loses, college funds for children, that Tom, he would have been swayed by all the narrative. But I remember March 2020, and how I just sold everything right at the bottom as everything beat back up.
Right.
And so I
Right.
was expecting, I was like, until it confirms, that was in my head, my confirmation, until it confirms the breakdown, I'm still on a bull trend, long-term bull trend, and that's what I'm going for.
Got it. Got it. Well, you absolutely nailed it then, if that's what you were aiming for. And what's funny is that we were talking about that potentially being the support zone.